I'm a happy turtle production. Trash! Ah!
Hello, and welcome to the Alaska Gamer Show. I am your host, Andrew Rizzo. Thursday, the midnight premiere for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 is coming out. And I already have tickets for that for the 3D showing. And I'm expecting it to be a really good movie because the first one was excellent and it followed the book precisely. Let's hope they do it again. Now we'll move on to movies to be released. The next movie to be released is next Tuesday, July 19th, and that will be Limitless with Bradley Cooper. I recommend this movie because it's pretty much about a wonder drug that makes it so a man can use all of his brain. Of course, studies have been shown that humans don't use 10% of their brain. They kind of use all of their brain. But this movie should be very good, and I liked it, so hopefully all of you can like it. The story mode was well done. Robert De Niro was a really good supporting actor, even though he's usually a main actor in most of the roles he's been in. But Bradley Cooper, even though he was great in The Hangover, he's pretty good in this as well. And I'm sorry to say there's no tigers, and he doesn't get shot. Movies recommended. I recommend Predator, the original Predator, not Predator 2, and not Predators. I recommend the first Predator, not because Arnold Schwarzenegger is a badass like he usually is, but because Predator 1 had a very good film genre and it was like nothing ever seen. Even though the graphics are crappy now, back then they were amazing, and in my opinion, they're still amazing. I gave it a 9 out of 10 because the storyline was really good. This group military go down to Brazil or somewhere in the Amazon rainforest, and they've heard of certain gang violence and things going on there, a certain guerrilla warfare going on. And they went down there to investigate, and that's when they found, well, another alien life form. And that's pretty much why it's almost a really good... Another movie I recommended is my childhood favorite, which is Jurassic Park. Not the second one, which is Jurassic Park: The Lost World, or the third one, but the first one. Now, the storyline for this... Well, let's just put it this way. Someone wanted to decide to mess with genetics and Mother Nature and bring back a species which should never have been brought back to life because it had to be extinct. It was considered to be natural selection, which is understandable if you really want to mess with genetics and bring back flesh-eating, let me phrase that, a monster. So anyways, I love this movie very much. I think it's a Steven Spielberg film, but the animatronics for it are amazing. The velociraptors were well done with the animation, and I gave it a 10 out of 10 because I grew up with dinosaurs and I was the dinosaur kid in my neighborhood. So now we'll go on to another movie. I don't highly recommend it, but I recommend it if you haven't seen it before. If you watch The Hangover or Knocked Up or any of those funny movies like Old School, then you might like this movie, Superbad. Now, it has Jonah Hill in it, and it has some other famous characters that you've seen along the way. But the storyline for it is a little bit interesting. I just got done with high school, so I never went through any of the stuff that these kids went through. Maybe. But these kids are pretty much... It's just a story of these two boys, even though there's another kid named McLovin, but he's a different story. Anyways, it's a tale of these two friends who are having issues because they're going to college soon, but they're not going to the same college. Well, at least they don't know that yet. Anyways, they want to have this last final party, actual party, because they usually just stay home and binge drink all the time. That's all they do. Now, the movie is really well done in a way. The ending, it kind of went downhill, but I liked how it was filmed. I liked some of the comedy in it. Some of it was perverse. Some of it was very grody, but it still made it really fun to watch. And I give it a 7 out of 10. So it's recommended, but watch at your own risk if you want. Let's talk about recommended show. This is the first time I'm doing recommended show. So my first recommended show is a classic, and it's House, MD. Now, Hugh Laurie is a crazy guy in this. I was going to say another thing. He's a crazy doctor in this. He pretty much cares for no one's opinion. He only does his job because he likes it, even though he takes more Vicodin than he shouldn't. I've been there. And, well, he's a really good actor. I mean, he was born in London, and he kind of has a British humor tint to him when you see him in the show, but I thought he did a really good job. And there's a lot of fun drama, a little bit of romance, a lot of comedy, and a little bit of suspense. So it is a very good show. If you want to watch a show about a doctor who's self-centered, pain in the ass, and is like me sometimes, then totally watch it. It's a really good show. I don't do ratings for shows, but I will say this one is pretty high in my book. So anyways, it was a good show. Love Hugh Laurie, and hope you want to watch that. There's no new game releases coming out because this is July and everyone's usually outside unless you live in Alaska and it's really cloudy and crappy out there. Then you'd have a reason to do a web show or play games. See? So, games I recommend for the PS3. Putting a twist on it, because these are only for the PS3, not the Xbox 360. And they are Uncharted 2. Now, the reason I recommend Uncharted 2 is because the game plot, the plot of the story is mind-blowing. It is very well done. The second one looks like it needs to be Blu-ray. It needs to be a freaking Blu-ray movie. It's all it feels like. I mean, you're running on roofs 1 second, you're jumping into buildings, stuff blows up behind you, you grab a gun, you're done, you have to jump off, get a helicopter. Stuff just goes down, and that's the way it is. If you like treasure hunting and things like that, you'll love this game. The rating I gave for it was an 8 out of 10. But the next game I'm recommending is also a PS3 classic. Actually, it's 2 games. And one of them I gave a higher rating because you can do more stuff with it. Anyways, the game I'm referring to is Little Big Planet. Now, you can use genre of anything you can create, anything you want. It is very fun. You can be Sackboy. Sorry. Anyways, you can be this little guy, and he goes around, and he collects stickers and things like that, and it's a very interesting world, if you ask me. I mean, you can do all these mini games, you can do all this fun arcade stuff, but the storyline is really fun. The second one was good. I believe it's multiplayer. I haven't really got deep into it. I mean, I've only played for about 30 minutes, but the second one was better than the first one, I thought. So it's a really fun game. I gave, on average, both of them, I give about 9 out of 10. So, it's a recommended game. Get it if you want. Only for PS3. Sorry, Microsoft lovers. But yeah, if you want, it's a fun game. It is. So, I'm going to bring out 2 games that are related. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2. Now, the reason I chose these games was because they're connecting to a story, which now is based off the main character of Assassin's Creed 2. Not Milo, or whatever his name is, but Ezio. Ezio Lorenzo de Auditore, or Auditore de Firenze, my bad. Second one, you get to know a little bit about Ezio, you grow up with him, his family just died, and you're just like, oh, what's gonna happen next? And then you get into Brotherhood, and then you learn how Ezio became, it's kind of like Saints Row 2, he pretty much got some homies, and now they're just knifing anybody they want. And he's in Rome now because the place that he was trying to save, San Gimignano, was destroyed. And now he's trying to rebuild it. So pretty much, if you play Brotherhood, it's just like Assassin's Creed 2.5. But I thought it was really well done, and it even comes back to what's happening in the real place, not just what's happening back then, but pretty much you're going through Rome, you're trying to find an artifact, you're trying to do all these things, and then it has a crazy twist, just like in Assassin's Creed 2. And I'm not going to ruin it for anyone, but I recommend those games. But that's not the reason I brought them out for a recommendation. I brought it out because of the next game coming out, which is Assassin's Creed Revelation. Now, the next story mode for this is Ezio is now trying to get to Constantinople to find the origins of Altair, who was in the original Assassin's Creed. And the reason he's trying to find him is because Altair found a secret in the first game. Well, you have to play Assassin's Creed 1 first, but there's a certain item that he found that was kind of lost, but it was being found and it was being transported among the assassins and things like that. So it is a good game. I'm looking forward to it. This the trailer for it was amazing. Even though someone did Tobuscus did a literal trailer on it, it was still good. I mean, come on, who isn't a fan of assassinations, hidden blades, being able to jump over guys and make them kill each other? It's a lot of fun. So it looks like a good game. The multiplayer for it, I haven't heard much about it, but I'm assuming that it's going to be as good as Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Moving on to end today's show of Assassin's Creed Revelation, I'm sure that most of you are looking forward to it. It looks like that it might not be about the main character, the guy who's been going into Animus anymore. It looks like it's going to be more about Ezio's memories. That's all it looks like it's going to be. Because it doesn't look like it's the Animus anymore, white with black lines. It looks like it's black with red lines. So it's going to be more eerie, and it might even be the end of Ezio. Who knows? So anyways, I hope you all will enjoy the game. It comes out November 15th. So pre-order it like I have about 2 months ago. But pre-order it at GameStop when the pre-order comes out for it. And I believe the pre-order at Best Buy comes out next month. So hope you all are looking forward to that, because I am, and you all should too. So, and that should be available for PS3, Xbox 360, and I hope not the Wii. So that is all for today. I'm Andrew Rizzo, and I hope you all had a good day. Okay, bye.